Hello everybody, how are you? It has been a whole hot 60 seconds since I have released a video. It's been pretty heavy, it's been pretty hectic. Varsity started, we've been working around the clock with new and fluctuating assignment deadlines, trying to hand everything on time, trying to make sure we're on time for our online classes. We do need to wake up on time even if we're at home. It's a sad reality, I know, but it needs to happen. So just being training, being prepping, being getting it in. We got to stay dedicated. But how I hope you guys are well. How have you been? I hope you're keeping safe. Things are, getting back into action. We have now moved down to level 4 for the past 1.5 or so weeks. Or has it been 2 weeks? I can't even tell the days anymore. That's how bad I got. But I mean, hey, yeah, things are slowly getting back into action. We're getting in there. We're swinging. People are starting to go back to work. Schools and varsities have done online classes. And some of us have been looking forward to it because, we want to keep productive. We want to keep moving. Some of us might actually be scared. Our anxiety may be increasing because now it's more people out there. It's, more vectors for the virus to get a hold of. And I hope you guys are staying safe and finding and calming yourselves. Finding that inner peace by the necessary means. But today I want to talk about ego. So, what does ego mean to you guys? I want this to be a discussion, like I've said in my previous videos. I don't want it to be me just talking, although it's going to be just me talking because you're watching this video. But anyways, drop a comment, hit me up on social media, let me know what you think ego is, what your personal definition of ego is. How important do you think ego is? For me personally, right? Whenever ego, I'm playing with this little adapter, sorry. When I think about ego, whenever it presents itself in conversation or if I see it out in public, I think about self-importance and self-worth, and that's not generally what a lot of people think about when they hear the word ego or they're presented in a situation where there's ego. They think about narcissism, they think about self-indulgence, they think about self-obsession, and I think that is more having a big ego, more being self-obsessed, really concerned with yourself. Like when I think about ego, I think about self-importance, and self-worth and self-awareness to an extent. I think that a lot of people, in fact, not a lot of people, in fact, all people, everyone has an ego. You watching this, you have an ego. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing, ego, like I said, stems from self-worth and self-importance, and to a degree self-awareness. Um, and that's good because you know how important you are to yourself and how important you should be to other people. Now, I'm not encouraging you to have like a freaking huge ego. I'm not encouraging you to be narcissistic or self-indulgent or vain or whatever. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, you need to recognize your self-worth and your self-importance, and if people aren't treating you right, then you have to like draw a line, like be like, oh, buddy, hold up, Um, so I definitely think, ego is definitely a part of the intangible human. When I mean the intangible human, I mean like not psychology, because I myself am not versed in psychology, so I do not want to be swimming in waters I have not dipped my toes in. More like a psych part. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. It should make sense. More like in a twofold part where you have your physical being and you have your intangible being, and then you've got psychology that's kind of in the middle because it deals with both the physical and intangible. So I'm looking at more from like a psych point, a more intangible point. And yeah, that's what having a big ego is. And that's what a lot of people think having a big ego is. But when we say we have an ego, what I think we really should understand is that we value ourselves. We see that self-importance, you know. And that kind of, you know, having a big ego kind of bleeds into the society that we are currently feeding about someone being, you know, like a singular person. We're feeding into this culture where, you know, we have this expectation that one person has to be amazing in a particular field or everything. And I think we need to take a step back, because I think that is very poisonous, that is very toxic. We rob people of feeling the satisfaction of knowing that everyone is good, that everyone can be well versed in a particular topic. Um, I think anyone can be great at anything if they put their minds to it. Like I said, there needs to be an open mindset, this growing mindset. If you apply yourself, if you really hit the road running, you know, you're gonna get it. And there's definitely going to be a lot of setbacks, but that's a given, because nothing worth having is going to come easy. But just coming back, because I am digressing, we are definitely feeding into this culture where we create this expectation that one person has to be amazing at a particular thing or at everything. And I feel we need to take a step back, because, like I said, we are robbing other people of the satisfaction. We are denying ourselves the validation that we can give ourselves, the acknowledgement that we can give ourselves, the credit that we can give ourselves from doing well in a particular thing. There doesn't need to be one person or a singular group, you know. You can all be good at something if it's the same thing, if it's at different things, you know. We are inadvertently creating this expectation upon them, you know, that they have to get a specific grade, that they have to look this specific way, that they have to sound a specific way, you know. And that's poisonous, like I said, because you're denying them happiness with the effort that they're ready to give, you know. And that's not a good thing. That's a big no-no. I don't think I can support that notion. And I think a lot of people won't support that notion, but a lot of people don't know that we're feeding into this. You know, it's something that we grew up with, it's something that we've seen, it's something that we haven't necessarily been told is wrong. Because I don't think no one's really ever spoken about it, you know? Like, I don't think people have openly had this conversation where it's okay that you're not okay at this, and it's okay if we're all okay at this, and it's also okay if we're all not okay at this, you know. It's teamwork, it's being there for each other, it's knowing that we don't have to necessarily compete with each other and create this vicious cycle where I have to be better than you, and then no, I have to be better than you. Like, it doesn't have to be like that. No ways. We all can be good at it. And yeah, I think we need to take a step back. We need to like remove ourselves from a situation where we can like sniff it out, where we can like see, oh, okay, well, you know, we need to take a step back, and we need to be like, okay, I am worthy, you are worthy, we're all worthy, you know. It doesn't matter about anything. It doesn't matter about the way we look, about the things we've done, about the things we've said, about anything. We're all worthy. We're all deserving of this credit and acknowledgement where it's due, because we all work hard. Hopefully, we should all work hard. And yeah, so I hope that I've imparted what a solid 10 minutes of my time and your time. I hope I didn't waste your 10 minutes. But I mean, like, hey, and yeah, I just hope that you guys are all staying safe and being kind and being patient with yourselves, because this is a long period, and we're gonna find our new normal, and we're gonna find a new way to get around this comfortably. And stay safe, guys.